It's moving. We can't lose it. Yes. Do you hear something? It's too quiet. Did we find the wrong place? Not sure. There's no way the black-striped mouse would lose its prey. It's a demonic beast used for tracking. Its sense of smell is absolute. Then, did they find out we were coming? That might be why they're deliberately being quiet and hiding. Let's see if that's true. Hunter Cianwo. What is this? It's a relief that the team leader and Senna SSI aren't here. Ah, yes. Can you confirm if it was these people? I memorized their characteristics during the briefing. They're murderers. You met the puppeteer, right? Is he among these people? No. It's hard to tell because it looks like they were attacked and deformed by a demonic beast, but the puppeteer isn't here. It's not an attack from a demonic beast. The traces left behind are too unnecessarily clean. There wasn't any hesitation and the skills they used were top-notch. Just who on earth did something like this? We don't know who they are, but they're most likely metahumans, high-class ones at that. Do we also need to be careful? What are you searching for? I'm looking to see if there's a blonde woman among them. What are you talking about? To be honest with you, when the branch manager gave us the order to pursue the murderers, there was a secondary order. If we discover a female metahuman called Lexi during the mission, we need to bring her back alive. Because of the puppeteer, there was no reason for me to tell you this. It's not enough that various districts are intertwined with issues about private organizations, but the branch manager asked us to bring a metahuman that I've never even heard about. What inside story is hidden within this incident? Now, then, what are you going to do? The puppeteer must have fled thinking he wouldn't be able to win against the new pursuers. But since the blood hasn't dried up yet, he shouldn't have gone far. When Arung and Minnie arrive, let's search for places within the area that seem suspicious. Over there. The subway. If it's underneath the station, it's normal for it to be swarming with demonic beasts. What's suspicious about it? That's not what's suspicious about it. It's normal for there to be no human traces, but there were clear human footprints at the entrance. That's what's suspicious. Ah. What are you doing? If he's in there, we need to charge in. Then are you telling me we need to sit here and watch? The team leader and Senna SSI might have been dragged in there. We need to logically determine the number of people and who they are. Even if you're a scaredy cat or a hothead, you'll always need to be patient. If we can't go inside, we'll just have to make him come out on his own. Minnie. Yes. Preparations for the core bazooka are complete. It seems reliable, but will it have enough force to reach such a deep place? Well, it's worth a shot to lure him out, and he'll most likely crawl out if there's a commotion near the entrance. That's if this was an ordinary magic bullet. B-U-T. This magic bullet that I created reacts to my core signal, which will explode dozens of small magic bullets that scatter all over the place. Okay, Minnie. Let it loose. 3, 2, 1. X explosions are art. Yes. What was that weird line she said? Could it have been Minnie's verbal command? Hunter Hyun, it's our turn now. Cough, cough. Ugh, just what on earth is going on? He's the puppeteer. What? Cook. You can't look him in the eyes. Hyuk. This guy, my eyes dash. Ugh. I neutralized his ability for mind control, and I cut a nerve in his ankle so he won't be able to run away. In addition to backing up the rear, make sure you watch him carefully. In his current state, you two should be enough, but if he does something funny, kill him immediately. During the time he can't use his eyes, we need to save those two. Are you ready? Let's go. Who are you? Did you lose him? Oh. It looks like they're here to save their friends. Did we leave any remains behind? Senna SSI. Oh my. What, they weren't murderers, but the cuties from the 17th district. Really? They know about me. What's going on? It's my first time seeing them. How do they know about us? It's too risky to start a fight with them. Besides, aren't they the ones who killed the murderers? We have no chance of winning against them. Then, the only way to deal with this is... Apologies, I was rude. We received a mission from the 14th district to pursue the murderers. We're hunters from the 17th district. I'm not sure whose mistake this was, but I think there's been a collision due to missions clashing. A collision, huh? The rule is that it's only one team per mission. When you've been a hunter for a long time, these things happen. Why is it that you don't seem like a hunter? It's strange. Are they trying to bait us or do they really not know? They may not know since we're a hidden team, but what if they know and they want us to tell them ourselves? The introduction I gave about us is the truth. Where are you guys affiliated? There's no need for someone like you to know. I understand. Then let's do it this way. That's our injured comrade who's currently unconscious. If you give us our comrade back, we will retreat calmly. The mission and the murderer's commander are all yours to take. It seems like you still don't know where you stand. Everything was ours to begin with. This isn't going to be as easy as I thought. You've confirmed our position, right? Now then, we're going to take the murderer's commander, the mission, and your comrade. That's a ridiculous condition. However, we need to avoid conflict with them. Shit. What should I do? Leave my comrade and go. I'll let go of Senna, you sons of bitches. Look here, mister. We told you already. Do you think we are going to eat her up or something? You have the original sin of siding with the murderers. I don't want to injure you further, so can you stop clinging to us? Let go of Senna. You really don't listen, do you, mister? This is the worst case scenario. It's already spilled milk. Back up. Okay. Now. I need to defeat the guy who can only use one hand. He's over there. How dare you? Cook. Svensic Crescent Moon. Is Sven the name of your dog or something? You call for it whenever you want. Shit. My sword. Hyung. I'll help you. Annoying bastards. Who are they? They're using core artifacts that regular soldiers use. Wait, where did that guide go? Now that I think about it. I'm close. Gosh, if you really want to take her back. Then take her. If I want to block that attack, I need to use a core shield. Kiak. I am sure I used a core shield. You asked for her, so I gave her back to you, but it seems like she's just dead weight. Unlucky for you, guide. Sien wo apa. Explosions. Are art. That's insane. Ugh. Huh. That one could have been really dangerous. We almost died. Why you're... Guide? Hello. You're... Now then, why don't you hurry up and continue what you were doing? Did you not learn that in order to survive in the wilderness, you need to be aware and conscious of what's happening? What a shame. I wanted to spend more time with you, but my guys are quite loyal. Huh, it seems like you just remembered who I am. We've met before, haven't we? Hey, kids, you both should cut it out. What's happening? Why is Shin Yunhui here? Wait, I don't even want to know. Please, please don't chase after me. It's difficult to fight against someone while I'm carrying someone on my back. Ha. Ugh. Sven, sick. Crescent moon. Gosh, what are you doing? Stop. That's enough. Is the veteran guide still not aware of what's happening? You need to think about your position. Who said this to me? They said, in order to survive in the wilderness, you need to be aware and conscious of what's happening. I thought you were smart before you started to charge in with that temper of yours. Hugh, why are you still refusing to give in? You're right. I'll surrender. Tau Omicron Omicron. You've made a wise decision. Cook, when did he catch Arung and Minnie? Then I'll ask you a question. Why are you attacking us? We only wanted to take our colleague back. Like what that lady said before, we were going to cooperate if you didn't attack Team Leader Lee. If you aren't strong enough, you should insist on cooperating no matter what happens. If I really wanted to, I could have killed all of you by myself. You're right. I like your attitude. Alright, we'll introduce ourselves. We're the dispatched inspection team sent by the 17th District. We're affiliated with the headquarters of Node's South Korean branch. Node? We're the real Node that the 17th District's guide, Kim Seonwoo, kept talking about. What's so strange about that? Newbies like you wouldn't have had a chance to meet someone from headquarters, right? I'm Team Ghost's team leader, Maeda Toshiro. I'm Shin Yunhui. They're Lee Seonhwa and Little Jack. As expected. You all were spies. That's right, our mission is to investigate the Node branches. We've hidden our identities to investigate District 4th and 17th due to a violation of Article 11, Clause 9 of Node's regulations. Regulations. Every branch of Node needs to register and report the information of all metahumans truthfully. Does that mean in order to observe the 14th District, you all? That's why my Creophagus reacted to her. All districts are managed by Node. You're greatly mistaken if you believe that a mere wilderness branch could avoid the eyes of headquarters. Until the headquarters have given us their decision, make them all fall asleep. W8. At least let the children go. I'm sorry, but that would be difficult. Instead, I'll promise you that we'll keep the children safe and treat them politely. You promised. Yes, don't worry and sleep. Node, don't trust Node. Don't trust Node, Seonwoo. Not everything is as you see. They select young talented children from the wilderness, train them, and force them to drive out all the demonic beasts once they're completely trained. That's what I heard was Node's plan. I understand their plan. However, excluding demonic beasts like Belkist that need to be taken care of separately, they should be able to defeat all the demonic beasts in the wilderness with the current force they have now. But why aren't they doing that? That's the reason. They believe that more people will awaken if there's danger. That's why they don't make the wilderness a safe zone like cities are. That's insane. They deliberately neglect the dangers so young talented children awaken, and then they take those children and train them systematically. Well, if they can lead this war against demonic beasts to victory with this method, there won't be any metahumans left in the wilderness if they follow that plan. Everyone will die. Are you Kim Seonwoo? Dad? No, I'm not your dad. I'm Kim Bizik from Gwangmyeong. It took me a while to find you. Come with me. I'll make you Node's best guide. There will be a lot to do from now on. Together, let's do what Node couldn't achieve. Node. Node. Kim Seonwoo. Are you awake? I'm sorry for leaving you like that for so long. A lot of problems happened all at once. Is it too much to ask for you to say something? I'm Ricky Lee, an interim executive official at Node headquarters. Although this place isn't the most comfortable, I ask for your understanding. Are you planning on killing us? You really are getting straight to the point. Why do you think that? Node will punish those who go against them. Isn't that the meaning behind the core bomb that's on my neck? You really are a veteran guide. You're right. It's a necessary requirement to keep order in the wilderness. However, if we look at the details, aren't you all just a knight on a chessboard? The problem lies in the impure intentions of the one controlling those knights. So, the branch manager. Punishment has already been administered against them. The crime of creating a private military organization by secretly recruiting metahumans is by no means light. We've finished cleaning up the 14th and 17th districts. No way. Did you kill them? I'm not sure about that. That's a different department's jurisdiction. If they punished them severely, they might have been killed. Let's hope they didn't. Did you kill team leader Lee Jae-sung? Lee Jae-sung, the high-ranking metahuman who was once trained by but turned his back on Node? His crimes are quite severe, since he joined anti-Node forces of his free will. He was released 4 days ago. It might not make sense to you, since he was released despite having severe crimes. But the reason he was released was that in his current condition, the wilderness will eventually kill him off. The headquarters doesn't have enough free time to bring justice to someone who has lost their ability to awaken. Team leader Lee Jae-sung lost his ability? Yes. Recovery was difficult, because he was brainwashed by the puppeteer for a long time. How could this be? The branch manager and the team leader. However, there's an important reason as to why I came to see you. Although I'm currently an interim executive official, my original position was as an instructor at Node's training center. Now that I've said that, you probably know what I'm going to say next, right? Ugh. Hyung. Arung. Hunter Hyun. Will they come back? We can't do anything if they choose to stay in the wilderness. It's their choice. For a mere low-ranking metahuman to try and avoid Node's watch, will he really be able to plan something else? Let's wait and see what he'll do after the 15 days we agreed on. But what happened to Minnie and Senna Nuna? Have you heard any news about them? About that. Hunter Senna will be receiving treatment from Node in the meantime, and Minnie decided to stay with Hunter Senna. Really? Arung did not receive instructor Ricky Lee's invitation. It's most likely because he's a non-ability wielder. If that's what happened, I have no choice but to tell him this. Okay, we should part ways here. There's something that I want Hunter Hyun and you to do. Find someone for me. A person. Shit, I came here prepared, but if they punished them severely, they might have been killed. Let's hope they didn't. No. Branch manager, please. Branch manager. CNWO. Branch manager. You came back. I'm sorry. I left without saying a word, so. It's all right. I'm the one who should be sorry. I can't even shake your hand. How could those Node bastards do something like this? I paid the price. The price of going against a large organization like Node. Even so, does it make sense to cut off a person's hands and feet? Getting my hands and feet cut off isn't something major. So many people have died in order to try and save this lowly existence. That's something I need to feel sorry about. Branch manager, aren't you able to predict the future? Why did you make a hidden team, and go against Node? To predict the future, huh? I should tell you everything before it's too late. Jamie, could you give us some space so I can talk with Cianwo? Cianwo, you must listen carefully to what I'm going to say. My ability has nothing to do with predicting the future. My ability is memory. But it's not simply a memory enhancement ability either. Mankind is already extinct. Pardon? What are you talking about? Well, this world being a dream, or everyone being a spirit, isn't what I mean. To be precise, mankind has become extinct once. W8. Then the branch manager is. That's right, that's what I experienced in my past life. My ability is being able to remember what happened in my past life. After having died once, I've been living the same life all over again. I'm a regressor, someone who's lived through a previous life. I have the ability to remember what happened in my previous life. I repeat the same life again after dying once. You awakened. I see. Finally. It's as if you already knew that I was going to awaken. There's a talented close combat metahuman there. You'll put her in your team. How do you know that? Do you have an ability that lets you see the future? Haha. I've never heard of an ability like that before. It all makes sense now. It's as if the pieces of the puzzle have come together. Predicting the future, you're not completely wrong. Since I've already experienced everything once. That goes especially for the demonic beast's arrival. The locations were pretty much the same as those in my previous life. But the events that occurred weren't the same. As the present changed, the future gradually deviated too. At some point in time, this life had completely broken away from the trajectory of the past. If I had an ability like that, then I wouldn't have let Chonsu die like that. So that's what you meant when you said that. I became a branch manager for Node and took you in when I should have stayed at the administration office in Gwangmyeong. I don't know if it was because things changed, but you awakened late and I became like this. The future might have changed, but the branch manager was definitely aware that the act of gathering metahumans to build a combat force is an act of treason against Node. But why did you let team leader Lee and I create hidden teams? No, wait. Why did you take the initiative to create hidden teams? I was aware of it, yet I had no choice but to revolt. I needed to prove that it was wrong. Listen up, Cianwo. I'm going to tell you about what had happened before I regressed. I don't know about past lives and regression, but I rose to a high position thanks to the awakening of my memory ability. Although I was busy, I lived an affluent life and I didn't care about the wilderness. I believed that life in the city would continue the same way it had pre-cataclysm. But according to the situation in that world, what happened that day should only have occurred 5 years later. The beginning of mankind's extinction. Belkist, Malbase, Salius, 3 beings that rarely showed themselves, appeared simultaneously and targeted this world. And Node failed to stop them. Due to their endless greed. They should have dealt with the S-rank demonic beasts in an orderly manner each time they appeared. But they treated them like earthquakes or floods, and ignored them. Embroiled in a power struggle and blinded in their attempts to secure metahumans, they invited disaster. That's how I died. Then, I was reborn. The memories of Gwangmyeong remained, and so did the information of the active named hunters. I don't know whether it was because I wanted to be a hero, or whether I was just motivated by personal greed for survival, but I was determined to stop the disaster. I could no longer trust Node, for they were still preoccupied with arguing even up till the moment of disaster. So I joined forces with Beatrice. Even though Beatrice was young, she was intelligent, and we created an anti-Node alliance and started to gather people. That's how the 14th, 17th, and 19th districts were created. The main point of this plan was to prioritize and gather the keys of the 9 before Node did. The keys of the 9, what's that? A team capable of defeating any named class demonic beast. They were exceptional metahumans that I saw in battle during my previous life. I would share information with the keys and give them the locations of the demonic beasts. They'd lie in wait ahead of time and defeat the beasts one by one. After gathering them, we'd help them grow. We originally planned to start the hunt 3 years later. But Node was the problem. We were stupid, and a district's branch that had nothing to do with us caught us operating a hidden team. As a result, Node started to reinforce their surveillance. That's how we got caught. We recently found one of the 9 keys, Lexi, and entrusted her development to District 14. However, there was a spy from the F District in District 14's hidden team. It was the puppeteer. The guy who wanted Lexi manipulated the 14th District's metahumans, killed the commander of the attack force, and took the metahumans. Node, who had strengthened their surveillance, learned of Lexi and the hidden team's existence. I was foolish. If only I had noticed it then. You know what happened after that. Now it's all up to you. Rebelling against Node as I did might not be the wisest choice. You might be able to stop the disaster by persuading Node over and over again after joining them. But no matter what path you choose to take, remember this. There will be hope if you decrease their numbers before the last battle commences. Why me? Because you have the carnivore ability. I'm placing my bets on you, because your carnivorous ability possesses limitless potential. My potential? You're planning to place your bets on mere hope when you've come so far. Mere hope, The one who hunted the most S-rank demonic monsters in the last battle of my previous life. Was you, Cianwol. You're the heart of the 9 keys. I wandered around the wilderness in order to find you. I'm Kim Bizik from Gwangmyeong. Together, let's achieve things that Node can't. If you had entrusted all your expectations and hopes to me, and I'd accepted them, what, then, were you planning on ordering me to do? Then the path we walked would have been clear. I would have given you the ability to draw out the full potential of your carnivorous ability. What ability is that? There's a box under the table. Open it. Is this some kind of bad joke? I don't remember making one. Devour my ability and all the information I have of my previous and current life. This is the best method we have to fight the last battle. The current keys I've identified are you, Beatrice, Senna, Lexi, and Jayawul, who's in a shelter in Buchan, for a total of 5 keys. Find the remaining keys using my memories, and grow stronger. Kill. Kill him and take his power. Stop. Now's not the time. Be quiet. What if I don't want to? Given the branch manager's ability, you might be able to test it out in your next life. You're telling me to go through this again. Have mercy on me. I want to escape from this loop and rest. I beg of you. Node Exchange Center. Thank you for everything. These are memories from the branch manager's past life. No, wait, are there also memories of my own past life? Arg. Gasp. Gasp. Ugh, where is this? Is this the Gwangmyeong's executive official's office? Ah, that's my previous life. Then, is this branch manager's office? Then, was I Kim Bizik? Or, was I Kim Seonwoo? Who was I? The branch manager. That's right, I'm Kim Seonwoo. Who knew he walked towards a future he couldn't see, while holding these painful memories all by himself? You really were persistent. The branch manager wasn't talking. These are the branch manager's memories, the memories of these strong emotions from his last moments. Felt like he was talking to me. You're going to bother me to death by taking up space in my memories, aren't you? Honestly, I'm scared that I won't be myself. But I'll try. Since I was the one who made the right choice. Where on earth did she? There he is. Seonwoo. Jamie. They suddenly wanted to meet with the branch manager. How are you, guide? Hunter Kong Hyun-soo. What is the meaning of this? This? You're speaking informally all of a sudden. Well, I'll let it go since we're busy too. I'll get straight to the point. Work with us. What? What are you? Kim Bizik is done for. I saw that he was labeled as a traitor by Node. So we're planning on taking over the 17th district and making an offer to Node. After dismissing Kim Bizik, Jang Hyun-soo will set up a new exchange center for the 17th district. If we want to survive in the wilderness, we'll need a good guide. What do you think? We'll treat you well. Your dream sounds plausible, but it's not a very realistic offer. Why would Node take them back when they threw them away once? Ha! You're really hitting it where it hurts. I'm pissed, but I have to admit that you're right. Well, it's not like you're completely unwilling to take up on my offer. If you agree to help me dismiss Kim Bizik, I'll stop treating you like a hostage. Ah. You did well. Take refuge inside. When you see this, you'll also want to cooperate with us. It's quite tempting, you see. It's the fact that I'm not dumb enough to go to Node completely defenseless. Now. Take a look. This is my trump card, the one I will give to Node. It's Lee Jae-sung, that traitor. Team leader Jae-sung.